Hello and welcome to a truly unbelievable herping vlog. In this video, we rewind to late October last year when I traveled to Laos in search of a very special pit viper. 2 years ago, pictures appeared on iNaturalist of a strange lance-headed pit viper from inside a cave in Laos. Then, just a few months later, another sighting was shared online. It was then obvious that this was a totally new species of Protobothrops, just waiting to be discovered. Therefore, the second winter ended, David, Plato and I set out to find it. You may remember this video, but unfortunately, we had no success. However, as the pressure to find this species mounted, I jumped at the opportunity to return at the end of the rainy season, when the local villagers had said was the best time to see them. I was absolutely not expecting to find it searching by myself, but I was absolutely going to try. Hello. We have arrived here in Van Vieng, which is going to be the location I'm staying at for the next few days and will comprise the entirety of this video. I've got one very specific target here, which I can't actually tell you about, but there may be other cool things on the horizon. So let's see where life takes us. In the background, you can see my rental car. It's a very strange blue coloration. And in the background in the other direction, you can see my destination for tonight. Towering limestone karst formations where hot weather, mosquitoes, and potentially some cool snakes await. All right, guys, I'm getting out. I'll catch you in the field. Okay, first spot of the night, I'm gonna go to a cave and kind of limestone karst formation to walk around. I don't have a four-wheel drive car, so I'm having to hike it, and it's quite a way. So I'm just gonna lock in on hiking, not do too much searching along the way, because I just wanna get to my destination ASAP. But you can see the outline of the limestone karst formations as the last light leaves the sky, and it's an exciting habitat to search in, that's for sure. A lot of really interesting things that could show up here, things I'm not even expecting. Last time we came here, unsuccessful for our target, we still saw some really unexpected and cool species, including lifers, so more of the same. No way, guys. First freaking snake in situ. What on earth? A showstopper for the first freaking snake of the video. A huge banded krait just crossing the path. I've got to be dreaming. I have got to be dreaming, bro. So it's gonna be that type of season, is it? It's gonna be that type of season. Wow. Holy crap. I'm gonna get this guy out of this crap and onto the main trail. Look at the size of this thing, man. Oh my God. I'm gonna clean my lens because it's a bit foggy. One sec. Guys, this is actual insanity. Like, I know, okay, it's not like the rarest snake in the world, but 100% in these more northern regions, especially in places like Laos, where snakes are so heavily persecuted, both for food and just generally for like killing, finding a banded krait as big as this has got to be just such a rare encounter. That is crazy. All right, I moved bro down into some more accessible environment, and he's gone into his typical like head hiding krait formation, which in my opinion these freaking fasciatus do better than any other of the kraits. Like, they are so good at hiding their heads and so skittish when it comes to their being light. Like, they will not point their head in your direction. But look at this magnificent snake. Like, it is so huge. This is like a red-headed krait size fasciatus, the largest I've ever seen. It may not look that big when it's here, but just look at how much it stretches out in my hand. That's almost 6 foot, this one. This one is close to being 6 foot long, which is freaking incredible, especially as these are so bulky. And in this one, you can kind of see the similarities to Slowinskii, the one that appeared in my video not too long ago, like a couple videos back. Firstly, it's got those markings on the head, although in this case, they're just yellow and not spotted. Very thick triangular dorsum, and then there's a very stubby tail. The Slowinskii we saw was missing its tail. This one's got an intact tail and is overall in great condition, and has obviously been finding some very decent sized snakes in this area to feed on, because you can see next to my snake hook here, this guy is living good. So thick, wow. And very spastic is the best way to describe that movement. I got bugs in my mouth. Great. Come on, show me your head, buddy. I want to see show the people the cool krait head. Which you're just gonna refuse to do at all costs, aren't you? I know you all too well. Oh, looks so harmless. Little puppy dog eyes. What a cutie pie. Look at him. What a cutie pie. I know if I try to photograph this, it's gonna give me an aneurysm. Like, the snake is just so twitchy, allergic to the light in every way. But so freaking beautiful. And what a start to the video, guys. Drop a freaking like on the video if this is a snake you like to see, because I am sure as hell extremely happy. This is better than kind of anything I was expecting to get on the showstopper chart. Like a real turbo showstopper, goated, amazing, max size S-tier snake in the wild. You freaking love to see that, guys. All right, I moved this big boy or girl back up onto the path, and let's see if I can get it to head off. Yeah, that's fine. I know it was going the other way, but that's just towards this dry stream bed. And if he wants to come back that way, you can feel welcome. But for now, thank you very much for showing up and brightening up my day. But it's been really, really tough so far in Laos, like not herping wise, just everything else. All right, just got to the cast and immediately picked up this endemic Certodactylus here. Really, really skeletal cave-dwelling species. It's pretty normal to be able to find the endemic Certodactylus very easily in these regions, but usually there's multiple species. This is the only one I've seen here in the past, but this is just a great individual just displaying. It just looks like it lives deep in caves. It looks like a skeleton left by like a pirate on a freaking treasure island. It really looks cool. Look at that. Ooh, nice. Also inside this little cave is a miniature round boy, a little pup of a mouse. Prime snake food. No idea what he's doing, just sitting on the floor where mum is. But it's not looking very good for you, buddy. But hopefully your mum will come back and you'll be all right. Here's some more typical cave fauna. Absolutely. Oh, I didn't even get a chance to show you the size. Anyway, as I was saying, just check out the size of this next to my hand. Pretty creepy if you're scared of spiders, which I'm not. All right, correct me on what's going on here, but I believe that this larger huntsman spider is predating the smaller one. Whether this is a male and female post-mating or just a random predation event, I don't know, but pretty freaking brutal considering they're both absolutely giant. Like, check out the size of that. Whoo! Out of the cave now and just hiking around on these trails that go near the cast, trying to find some cast walls to shine. No more snakes since the buffer, but that's kind of to be expected around here. Seriously, it is such a hard area to find snakes, Van Vieng. Anyone who's been here will tell you that, especially good ones. Maybe if you piss around in the agricultural lands, you can find a bunch of Hypsoscopus and Parius, but when you're out here scanning in these dry limestone karst formations, definitely more of a one species per 2 hours type of beat. That's maybe the average. Is this a trace of herpers that have gone before me? Probably not. It's probably just an ethnic hunter. Oh my God, that's it. In situ. I just got it on my first night. I am in disbelief, shaking. You know, it's not often you get me shaking in a video. It has to be a turbo giga omni showstopper lifer. And that's it. Along the karst wall, at the bottom of the rocks, we have the undescribed Protobothrops, and I believe I'm the first herper to ever see this in the wild. This should stack up as my best find ever to date. Look at that, guys. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Oh, it's so fucking cool and unique. Oh my God. My life. It's gonna be that kind of season, yeah? It's going to be that kind of year, and it's not even a small one. It's a really decent sized one, about similar size, and with that yellow tail is so cool. And what's even better, it's in a spot where I can safely catch it and take it back, get a good look, photograph it, everything you could possibly want. This is fucking incredible. This is insane. Wow, look at that head. So different to the ones I saw in the pictures taken by locals, the pictures taken by tourists. It's got like yellow striping on the head, and it's got the cross eye, like the it's got the cross in the eye, like a lot of the Protobothrops do in this region, and it's just here chilling on the karst. 2 snakes tonight. Turbo showstopper number 1, banded krait, showstopper number 2, Protobothrops spa in the wild. Right, well, I'm not sure if it's going to make it to the final cut of this video, or maybe I'll hold off on posting this video for a future year and throw it, but I don't know. I don't even know if I'll be making videos in like a year's time. Hopefully. Anyway, I just got my main target, my number 1 target for Laos, my number 1 target probably in the whole of Southeast Asia. My number 1 target for Laos, like one of the biggest targets I had for this year on the first night. Yeah, so things are going pretty damn well. I'm absolutely stoked. I'm going back to the car because I want to secure this snake somewhere properly because it's extremely valuable. Not monetarily wise, valuable to science and valuable for many things which I cannot speak about. So yeah, life's good. You know it's been a good night when you're drinking at the Irish pub by 11 p.m. Let's go. Now, I continued herping across a couple more nights in the area, which we will get to later. For now, I will be talking more about this very, very special snake and what became of it. After the video which you just saw, I captured the snake using extreme caution and brought it back to my hotel, where I created a makeshift photography studio and photographed the snake at all angles. This was my first opportunity to really admire and examine it in all its glory. I was so amazed by its yellow tail, bright yellow snout, and cryptic limestone rock coloration, but honestly, it could have looked like anything and the significance would still have made it absolutely incredible to me. Of course, I contacted my colleagues in Laos who brought it back to Vientiane, where we further photographed and processed the specimen, taking all samples and measurements. Yes, I'm afraid this did mean euthanizing the individual. From here, it was 2 months of intensive writing and genetic work, with the invaluable help from my collaborators Peter Brackles, Dr. Tan Nguyen, Dr. Nick Boyakov, Sabira Idiatalina, Parinya Puankanant, David Safid, Sally Sitavong, and Nathaniel Maury. Just 1 day after my birthday, the Vang Vieng lance-headed pit viper, Protobothrops flavirostris, was officially published. To know the whole story of how we discovered this species, with many fascinating details and facts which I did not include here, check out the link to my article about the finding of this new species in the description of the video. But for now, let's do more herping. This time, the good weather didn't even last until I could get into the forest. Just on the trail in, I'm trapped under a tree here, sheltering, trying to keep everything dry. Wish me luck with that. Alright guys, just got a little snake along the cast here, and it is obviously because it's biting me, you guys will know it's a Lycodon, and this is the first ever time that Lycodon neomaculatus has been featured on the channel. Well, technically we've shown this species many times before, but no, this is the first time we've ever seen it when it's been formally described as Lycodon neomaculatus. Before we always called it the northern Lycodon subcinctus. Yeah, this is what used to be Lycodon subcinctus, the northern form. Then it had like a revision where it was Lycodon subcinctus macularius or maculatus. But recently, some buddies of mine wrote a whole new paper on it and kind of created a new species entirely, Lycodon neomaculatus. And this is a juvenile. Obviously, they get bigger. They lose the bands as they get old. But when they're this size, they start with these very, very many little clear white bands. This guy was just hunting along this cast here, where I am also hunting as well. I'm going to let him get back to his business. All right, guys, next snake along here is this Trimerosaurus CF macrops here. And we actually saw a couple of these with David. And by we, I mean David saw them, and he didn't bring any back for me or Plato. So neither Plato or I saw one of these last time I was here. So actually the Vang Vieng macrops is the first for me. Quite interesting. This one's obviously a female. A young female, lacks any kind of striping whatsoever. Or actually, I think I see a male white stripe. Maybe it is a male actually. So I was wrong with that first call. But you know, it's always kind of hard to like identify the sex of snakes when you're focusing on filming, keeping everything still and talking at the same time. That's the best excuse I can cook up on the spot. But I think I'm just gonna leave this girl in situ. I forgot the SD card for my camera tonight, so truncation there.
You're gonna get hurt.
Look at this guy. He's enjoying sleeping on barbed wire. Here's a lizard I haven't seen here before, an Acanthosaura lepidogasta. Got a little bit of Joker makeup on right there, or clown makeup, but mostly just a green form, which is still really nice. That'll make it a male for sure. All right, I just parked my rental car in the middle of a puddle because funnily enough, I road cruised a snake that was swimming through the puddle. And it's another Lycodon maculatus, clearly a different individual. You guys can see the head has got a much different kind of much more distinctive white sock on it. But it's roughly the same size as the other one, I think. And not on the biting method just yet. You can tell he's thinking about it. I actually really like the way this particular one looks. It's a cutie. It's got some really, really clean bands, and the white sock head is quite nice for this species, which doesn't always have such a clear head, not so much like the ones in southern Thailand, which always have the white sock when they're tiny. But yeah, really nice, newly described inverted commas species, which we've been lucky enough to see 2 of while herping around the karst here. And this will undoubtedly be the last snake of the night. And that will also be the last snake of the video, as all the other nights I went out herping here were either too rainy or too unproductive to include. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the little insight into how I helped discover the Vang Vieng lance-headed pit viper. This is not the first new species of reptile I have found and described, but it is certainly the most significant and will probably remain as the defining moment of my career for some time. That said, my exploration of Southeast Asia's remote and wild habitats will continue across the coming years, and I very much plan to feature another video like this someday. If you have any questions, I'll try my best to answer them below, but until next week, peace out.